No one's asking your opinion, pal. Yeah, we'll talk. All right.
You want to talk about charisma? Wes Barkley is the definition of charisma.
I can't even hear him, and I already
Hey, you happy now, pal?
God
okay,
damn it.
You happy? Yeah, right. Another one for the shooter.
Does this mean we got to do it again?
All right, Ziggy.
Take two.
We can do this two ways. The easy way or the hard way. Easy way, you lay down, 1, 2, 3, no one gets hurt. How about that?
Ziggy has never done that in her career.
No. Wrong choice. Option 2, you go back where women belong, in the kitchen.
Are you kidding me?
Making sandwiches for the Rip City Shooters. Let me hear it.
Look at that genetic freak, chocolate Angela Bishop there.
Just so you know, she likes pastrami. One ride.
How's that sound?
He's gassed up, ready to run it over. Good thing he's getting out of there.
Is that why they call him a shooter?
Oh my God.
And I think Wes got his answer.
I think Wes Barkley may be eating some soup if this keeps up. Now, Derek, since you're out here, I wish I had one of those surgical masks. I don't want to catch anything that you have. But while you're out here, give us some background on Wes Barkley as far as his singles career so far in his formative years of wrestling.
Wes Barkley, he debuted 2 years ago. In AIW, he predominantly is a manager to Joshua Bishop, and he's currently in a feud with ECW legend Bill Alfonso.
I think Alfonso has a bigger mouth than you do, and that's a hell of an accomplishment.
It looks like Rip City's leaving.
I think they've had enough of Ziggy Haim.
I don't think Wes Barkley was ready for quite the fight that Ziggy brings to the table.
Here comes Ziggy. Ooh. Oh, man.
Maybe not.
She suckered him in, telegraphed it there. Now, what's Bishop doing?
To the swole of her back.
Well, we can see the direction this is going. No pun intended since you're out here.
Look at this. Breaking her back.
And this has nothing to do with gender roles. It's a matter of physics. Ziggy Haim is about 5 feet tall and about 110 pounds. She is physically overmatched by Wes Barkley.
And yet his running buddy had to get involved so he can get the upper hand.
Oh, there's no honor among thieves.
They're a certified team.
Now, since you're such a wrestling expert, was he doing the Fargo strut, the Flair strut, or the Barkley strut?
Wesley Presley's dancing to the bank, LaMotta.
Well, since there was somewhat of a Memphis reference in there, I'm assuming that would be a version of the Fargo strut. Barkley avoids the contact. Not exactly the most savory individual, but he's certainly resourceful and very tactful inside the ring ropes. Really, for only being a 2-year pro, you can see wisdom beyond his years.
He's a study of the game. He's very knowledgeable. This man has seen every shoot interview. He's studied so much tape.
And Paul, if you can, since direction's going to be biased, when Barkley had Ziggy in that chin lock, making her carry his weight, how does that compress the breathing? How does that affect the cardio?
Well, the fact right now here is that he's got an extreme weight advantage, obviously, over Ziggy Haim. Putting all that pressure down on her diaphragm and lungs, she can't draw breath. If you can't breathe, you can't fight.
And he has that height advantage for added leverage.
Yeah. The West Express. Oh, what?
Look out, leverage maneuver, shoulders down. Some egg all over the face of Barkley after his rather misogynistic comments. You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
I hate Sean Phoenix and I hate Ziggy Haim. Except when she obviously visits the casting couch.
You're disgusting. You are a walking virus. Now, Paul Atlas may not be able to. Which, by the way, I'm sure you're very happy to hear that he got fined for coming to the aid of the Badger last month.
Alden?
Oh yeah, it's news to you. Like you didn't know
I
that.
had no idea, Lamada.
Yeah, you're about as innocent as OJ.
I don't keep up on the dirt sheets. The indie board got shut down, so I don't know what's going on in Pittsburgh wrestling.
Look out. This is what I'm talking about. Ziggy may be 5 feet tall, but damn it, her heart is as big as anybody.
I love the determination.
And
how impressive is that it takes 2 guys to beat a young girl?
How can Bishop be proud of himself?
She's 5 foot nothing, 100 and nothing, and 2 guys have to take her out.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I didn't want to have to do this, but it looks like. This is it, brother.
Ziggy puts on the brakes. Inside cradle!
Oh, no.
Crucifix! And again, it's just a matter of physics. He has too much of a size advantage. But she ain't going to give up, Paul.
Roll through there.
He's working that back all match. He's going to throw to Bishop?
Out the back door.
Oh. I think she just punched him in the throat.
Hey, whatever it takes, kid.
Maybe she'll punch you in the throat.
Hope not.
Look out. Crucifix bomb!
She got it.
Upset!
And she got him.
The winner of this match as the result of a pinfall, the Starman, Ziggy Haim!
Looks like Wes Barkley can Fargo strut his way out of the damn building.
Go make his own sandwich.
Where did these lights come from?
Back here, Fight Underground here on our social media platforms. My name is Jim Amato. I'm being joined by 2 diametrically opposed tag teams, Warhorse and OSHA Inc. Of course, Warhorse, as you've seen here, they were victorious in the first ever tag team matchup in Fight Underground history. Pat the Bruiser, you guys are batting 1,000. How will you deal with this contingent of Sandwich and Destin Vane? Crosshairs Kelly, want to speak for the team here?
Like I said before, I'll say it again. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you're from. We are here to prove that we are the best tag team on this planet.
Certainly 2 big, bad individuals. I'm going to go to OSHA Inc. You're having your opportunity here in the Fight Underground. How do you solve the mystery of Pat the Bruiser and Crosshairs Kelly?
They're here to prove things we've already done. You're looking at the best, boys. You want competition? You found it.
Destin Vane, you have been a tag team specialist throughout your career, multiple championships with multiple partners over your nearly 15 years in this industry. What does the platform of the Fight Underground mean to not only yourself, but to your comrade here?
I'll be the first one to admit, we don't know what we're getting ourselves into. We don't know what these guys are capable of, other than what we've seen already. But listen, we've faced every obstacle that's been in our way so far in this industry. We've overcome, we've proven ourselves. We'll continue to do that same thing.
I'll kick it back to Pat the Bruiser. Pat, how do you guys build on the momentum of your previous victory here in the Fight Underground?
He's speechless.
Thanks, Pat. Crosshairs, how do you guys plan to build upon your first victory?
What we always do. We'll watch. We'll pay attention. We'll step in that ring, and we will break them. They want to talk about safety. You made the wrong choice by stepping in the ring with us. It doesn't matter how safe you are. We came to break each and every person that gets in front of us.
Speaking of safety, Pat, I want you to know, big fan. I'm a big fan.
Excuse me? Favoritism?
Absolutely.
Violation!
And that's what I was going to ask you about. You're all about safety. You're all about the protocol. How are you going to stay safe against these two guys?
Excuse me? I'm gonna need a weightlifting belt to get these guys up. Warhorse, listen to me. When we get in the ring and we're locking eyes across from each other, you're gonna realize one thing, and that's that Destin Vane and I are the best in Pittsburgh. We're the best in Pennsylvania. God damn it, we're the best in the United States.
It's a lot of big words, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have Pat the Bruiser Crosshairs Kelly putting their undefeated record on the line here against OSHA Inc. tomorrow night here on our social media platforms. Wherever you follow us, keep following us, because as you've seen, the action has been hot and heavy. The hype has delivered, and tomorrow night you're going to see it. Another tag team matchup as this tag division continues to unfold here on the Fight Underground.
Keep them 6 feet apart. 6 feet. Get back.
The following is a Prospect Pro Wrestling singles match set for one fall. Introducing first, the breaker of games, Zander Gabriel.
He's even clapping for him. Who's this guy over there?
And introducing his opponent, coming to us from Lebanon, weighing in at 200 pounds, this is the Lebanon Don, Joey Moses.
Okay,
Before you start, I want to make this very simple for you. I can make it really simple for everyone here. What the fuck? For the Zander zone for the next 5 years. You take this and get out of my ring. Well, how much is that? Count it yourself. Count it out there. I'm just gonna grab something from the back. Definitely not related.
okay. Okay, then now we can call him. Okay, Joey Moses just gave Zander Gabriel a bunch of money, guys.
Yeah, by my
enough
account.
money to fund the Zander Zone for 5 years?
He did say that.
Those were some big, like, non-transferable bills, like the bills that you don't talk about that exist. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're putting down, but I don't think we're allowed to talk about that.
Yeah, we're not. Those are treasury bills. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're trying to say, but like I said, but is he really?
He wants to win this match. Let him win it.
Thank you.
I mean, we're up to 6 now.
We are up to 6.
Okay, referee should be. I mean, he's trying to argue here.
The ref should be counting a little bit faster. He's taking severe liberties here with the 10 count.
I don't know. Moses is trying to tell him to hurry up.
Okay, with the count of 9, looks like this match is going to be...
Wait a minute.
When he stopped.
Oh, wait a minute.
Those are big snap. Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3, it's over.
The winner of this match, the breaker of games, Zander Gabriel.
Well, that backfired greatly.
The Lebanon Dawn has been robbed. Call the police. Call the CIA. Call the FBI. Call the DFC. Call someone.
I don't think that hurt his bank account, though. I don't think that he really gives a shit about
Lebanon Dawn just gave money to Zander, and Zander did not fulfill the contract. It's a broken contract.
I mean, I didn't see.
Are you really arguing this?
I wanted to see a match, but let's be real here. Lebanon Dawn is owed a lot of money in unmarked bills.
Well, I didn't see them shake hands. I didn't see him sign a contract.
Thank you, Zeke. I'm with Zeke on this.
I just saw him.
You guys are ridiculous.
Friends from Cleveland, Ohio, in a matchup that pundits are calling a potential early match of the year candidate. That speaks volumes. Moriarty went step for step with one of the best of the past generation. MV Young is so adventurous. As you said, a no-ring bar fight in New York. That's why he has several bandages on his arm and his back.
And that also shows you the diversity of athlete here in RYSE Wrestling. A bar fighter and what has to be one of the best technical wrestlers, the best wrestler with the most knowledge of styles of wrestling going one-on-one together right here at RYSE Wrestling.
And keep in mind, those two athletes in their own way endured a hell of a test last night. And there'll be no excuses. They're going to be here in full form tonight, less than 24 hours later.
Well, that's what makes these guys great. That's what makes Lee Moriarty money. This guy, night in and night out, he rises to the occasion each and every night to give it his best. I'm sorry if I'm still stammering a little bit here, but I'm still trying to calm myself down after what just happened.
Well, Paul, I'm going to say this one last time, and I'll leave it alone. I signed my RYSE contract in June of 2018 to start in this promotion. I'm here to call the action as I see it, and I've never done anything that I wouldn't stand by when it comes to analyzing athletes, and that includes Shirley Doe. But back to our action here. Not only were these two competing in New York and Cleveland, Ohio, respectively last night, they also had to make the travel to get here to the Stronghold tonight.
Sure, I mean, that's the business, that's the nature of the business, man. You're on the road 300 plus days a year. One night in Cleveland, the next night in Pittsburgh. Tomorrow night, hey, it could be in West Virginia, you never know.
Soccer kick to the arm, 2 feet firmly in the chest, and while MV Young may need all those bandages, it's quite frankly that the markings on his back is that no-ring deathmatch had a ton of debris involved. Look out. Moriarty puts on the brakes. Misdirection from MV Young. Super kick to the thigh muscle. Takes Moriarty down to the concrete.
Get out here.
MV Young joins. Swing and a miss from Moriarty. And into the edge of the apron goes the spine.
Yeah, that's solid steel there. There's not a lot of padding on that outside of the ring.
MV Young, very smug, very brash, but he is just as talented as he thinks he is. And listen to the kicks.
MV Young, we said it before, he's not just a wrestler, he's a fighter.
And out here on the concrete suits him perfectly because just 24 hours
look
ago,
at that.
there wasn't a ring to be had. And listen to that shot.
Lee Moriarty popping right back up, though, after that last shot by MV Young. And these two just laying it to one another.
Look at MV Young's back.
I mean, come on, you would not know by what's going on right now, the battle that these two are in separately. in 2 different cities last night. You could never tell by the way they've started this match. Nothing slow, tooth and nail, full speed ahead for both wrestlers.
We talked about MV Young's resume previously here. As he drops Moriarty again, focusing on the back. Clearly, MV Young came into this matchup with a plan. And I'm sorry, I'm still out of sorts. I would be remiss to mention that, yes, Jim Sterling, the executive commander, so to speak, is here with MV Young. And let's be honest here, if Sterling can find a way to stick his nose in this matchup, he's certainly going to do so.
Well, I knew he was out there. I'm just trying to choose my words carefully because I don't know how much trouble I'm in after tonight, not to mention after the last time he was out here.
Well, Doe was going to try to end Badger's career.
Oh, that's exactly right. That's why I did what I did.
I honest to God, I commend you for going down there and doing something.
Well, if I'm fired for that, so be it.
As we're seeing these two continue to exchange strikes. MV Young has very quickly become one of the best on the RYSE roster, but you want a true test of being the best in RYSE, Lee Moriarty may just be that benchmark.
That's right. Lee Moriarty has been here since RYSE Wrestling's inception, and he was the first RYSE Grand Champion. You want a measuring stick in RYSE Wrestling, look no further than Lee Moriarty.
As I was saying about those bandages on MV Young's body, he may need them to keep those lacerations from reopening, but he does kind of unintentionally put a target on himself.
Sure, like we've stated before, anytime an athlete wears a brace or a bandage, you might as well just say, hit me here.
Oh, man. Kick pinpoint right behind the ear. Up and over goes Moriarty. And damn, is he good inside those ring ropes. Double stomp.
Out. Landed it perfectly. You know, not only the stomp to the head, snapping his head back to the canvas, but all those scars and marks and stitches in the back of MV Young. Every time his back hits that canvas, the pain's got to be excruciating.
Yeah, no doubt. While Moriarty exchanged submission holds with Alex Shelley, it was Casanova Valentine throwing objects at MV Young, who escapes there. That was very close.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from the submission match, you know, because I'm sure Lee's a little out of sorts himself today from all the stretching and torquing of the body, I'm sure, that went on last night. But, yeah, like I said, that's just raw, stitched skin rubbing against that canvas.
And Paul, for our fans, the majority of which have never been inside of a wrestling ring, how difficult can mat burn be when you have stitches?
Oh, it's excruciating. It's pain. It's like somebody's raking a fork down your back.
And look at the transition from MV Young directly into the choke.
Lee out the back door, though. Now he's got one of his own on.
If Lee can get those body hooks in, MV will have nowhere to go.
MV out the back door now.
And a dragon sweeper. MV wanted to avoid being countered again and switched the dragon sweeper.
Sure, but Lee, that being the ring general he is for his young age, knew exactly where he was in that ring and made it to the ropes.
And this is the contest we expected it would be.
And again, as we've stated, these two young men going at it this hard, this fast, this physical, after both having grueling matches less than 24 hours ago.
Down MV Young. Diving at Moriarty. MV is such a unique combination of being unorthodox and technically skilled at the same time. Very difficult to prepare for.
Lee caught that leg that time.
Heel hook.
Got him hooked here.
Into the Border City stretch. That is an Alex Shelley maneuver. Clearly Moriarty learned something last night. Border City stretch.
Taking something away from his opponent of last night and bringing it to his opponent tonight.
You want to talk about how well Lee Moriarty studies? He is using a patented maneuver from an independent wrestling legend, and this may seal his victory here tonight in Connellsville.
MV Young able to get to those ropes, though.
And look at the intensity in the eyes of Moriarty. Moriarty knew he was in for a fight, always prepared, a sign of a true pro, but a release German. And a kick right on the chin.
That landed perfectly. Moriarty kicking out, though.
Lee's on Dream Street. MV's hitting the gas. He wants to put this one away. And again, such unorthodox, unique offense from MV Young. Moriarty expected MV to go high. MV went low.
Move and counter move, the ultimate game of human chess, as Gordon Solie used to say.
And these fans are behind the apex of combat.
Much to the chagrin of our general manager or ruling dictator or whatever he calls himself.
Jumping knee from Moriarty. MV staggered. And Sterling getting involved here.
So much for fair play.
And a knee right to the back of the neck.
He's got him hooked.
Damn it!
He got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, as a result of pinfall, the Minister of the
You have a 4 count to get out of the ring after your tag. Okay? Keep the double teaming to a minute. Come on, fight. Take your quarters.
Back here, fighting underground. My name's Jim Amato, Paul Atlas. And after we saw Warhorse victorious against the good guys, they're back here against OSHA Inc. And OSHA may not fare any better because the two big bad hombres, Crosshairs Kelly, Pat the Bruiser, are continuing where they left off, Paul.
Exactly, and you know, it seems like everybody thinks that jump start is the best way to handle Pat the Bruiser and Crosshairs Kelly, and it ain't working out well for anybody, man. These two big guys are just beating the hell out of people.
You know, the last time we saw Warhorse here on our social media pages, they beat the absolute bejeebus out of the good guys. They set the tone for the tag team division completely, and they have all the momentum.
That all-important first win, as we've stated before in our duos division, goes to Warhorse.
Paul, these guys are special. They have a tag team continuity that we don't see very often, and they have size and agility that can't be taught.
Not enough. For big men, they move extremely quick. However, Destin Vane right there taking the big wheel out on Pat the Bruiser. I guess if you're going to beat these guys, chopping down the tree is the way to do it.
And I think Destin Vane's fighting with a sense of urgency to save his own life.
He's got to be. I mean, this didn't start out too well for them.
No frills. Oh, boy, big mid-ring collision.
That's a 330-plus pound man right there, just wailing India. Now with the tag to Crosshairs Kelly, the svelte 280-pound member of this duo.
Yeah, believe it or not, he's the smaller one of the team. That's the only way that he can ever be called small is in comparison to Pat the Bruiser. Crosshairs Kelly.
And speaking of small, Destin Vane's chest just got a little smaller, and Sandwich almost got a little bit shorter with that.
No finesse, all impact is Warhorse. They are reveling in the chance to prove themselves here in the underground. No frills, all fight.
No, these guys aren't going to get fancy with you. They're just going to knock your lights out. Sandwich once again crying about violations.
I think the only thing that's going to be violated between these two is their personal space.
Without a doubt.
As they
No
continue
social
to get
distancing
tumbled.
here. They're just getting the living hell beat out of them right now by two of the biggest, strongest, toughest men we have in our duos division.
As Destin Vane trying to chop down the knee, that's a very vulnerable spot, and I don't have to tell you about that. The ACL, the MCL, the meniscus, the patella tendon, all susceptible to damage in that situation.
All of which I wish I still had.
And as much tag team continuity as Warhorse has, that may be the one advantage OSHA Inc. has in this matchup. Not only are they on the same page, they're reading the same sentence.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I mean, as high impact and as strong and as big as Warhawk is, you can't sell OSHA Inc. short. These guys do have tag team continuity without a doubt.
And isolating an opponent in one corner, elementary but effective, no doubt about it.
Exactly. And what better way to do it? Hey, if you can neutralize the biggest man of the team, and look at both of them, they're both big men, but if you can neutralize the biggest man, you might have half a shot here.
And while we have a quick second, Paul, certainly we want to mention that everyone here at ringside has a mask on, sanitizing everything, temperature checks.
Yes,
a lot
we
of the
are.
protocol came together in a pandemic, a responsible way to put on this underground event. We're so happy over the past few weeks we've been able to bring action to our fans. Everyone's been waiting for several months for this to happen. And what action we've seen build up.
Oh, without a doubt, it's time for the talking heads to stop and the fighting to begin, and that's what we've been able to do here, and we are definitely being responsible about it.
And we're going to see how much OSHA can try to capitalize. And I believe Sandwich just got sent up into the lights. He may not know where he is. The
He got
underground,
sandwiched.
above ground. Bad move by Destin Vane. You don't want to throw hands with Crosshairs Kelly. He
no
is a
doubt.
tremendous striker.
Not to mention his hand is about the size of your head anyway.
Look out. That's what I'm talking about. Look at those shots. Those short shots, almost Mike Tyson-esque from Crosshairs Kelly.
That's it. Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. Sandwich got punched in the face about 3 times. His plan's out the window.
Double underhook throw. And again, look at the impact. Brain buster.
Big brain buster by Crosshairs Kelly.
Crosshairs is on an absolute roll right now.
Sean Patrick keeping it down the middle there, I guess, saying Sandwich is the legal man, even though Dustin Vane is in a heap in the middle of the ring.
Destin Vane doesn't know if he's the legal man, the best man, the right man, or the wrong man.
I don't even know if he knows he's a man right now.
Look out. Interception from Destin. OSHA trying to mount some offense here. That misdirection of sorts, allowing them to exploit an advantage.
Yeah, we thought he was he's knocked a little bit senseless, but he had enough sense to get in there and exactly help his partner out. What's he trying to do? Sandwich trying to tell him to pick up Pat the Bruiser. Is he insane?
And I believe that Warhorse is putting an end to the OSHA Inc. violation here. Wow. Game over, pal.
Sandwich may not wake up till next week after that.
The pandemic may be over by the time Sandwich wakes up.
I'm telling you.
With the sanitizer, get some damn smelling salts.
2-0 for Warhorse. And yeah, Crosshairs Kelly saying you've been violated, kid.
I hope Sandwich and Vane have dental insurance.
Dental insurance, health insurance, any kind of insurance. Hell, they need auto insurance after that car wreck.
I think they got hit by a damn truck. That's a hell of a point.
Well, we're going to try to throw it down at Jeff Gorman and see if these two guys can string a sentence together after that beating. Take it away, Jeff.
OSHA Incorporated, Sandwich and Destin Vane. You guys almost hit the violator, but ultimately it was a hoss toss. Ultimately, it was a hoss toss and a victory for Warhoss.
No, this isn't a victory. No. This was an abomination.
Unjustified.
It wasn't that bad.
No. Controversy. Conspiracy. Cover up. Where's that damn referee at?
We're going to review the tape.
I need his credentials immediately. Give me his credentials!
He's got a lot of credentials. He's one of the best for the last 25 years. Sean Patrick.
Fluke! I want his job!
OSHA Inc. with a lot of objections to the results of tonight's match.
2-0. 2-0. Warhoss. 2-0. We are on the warpath.
Warpath?
Deal with it.
Deal with it.
Bruiser.
Crosshairs.
The following is a second round match in the Prospect Pro Wrestling Quaranteam Tag Team Tournament. Introducing first, the team of the White Rabbit, Zack and Detective David Hetfield. They are representing the Bro Force. And their opponents, the team of the Country Hammer, Jami, Jameson, and Chest Flexor, Whiskey Dicks.
And the bell is rung. Whiskey Dicks taking on, representing the Bro Force.
Two members of what I believe to be a fraternity from college, I guess. I don't know.
That's right. Hetfield and Rayne teaming up against Flexor and Jameson, which they had a very impressive match that first time around.
Very, very impressive. Jami, Jameson, and Chest Flexor showing some amazing chemistry that I was surprised at. But really, as I thought about it, not surprising. They're both very good in tag team format, so it would just translate that they would be good together once they ironed out the issues that come from not wrestling with the Hossman or not wrestling in Chest Flexor's case with Corey Futurist.
Yes, the STD. And right now, takedown by Flexor and taking down the White Rabbit, Zack Rayne. That armbar applied and, kind of methodical, very, it's pretty much feeling out your opponent. And one thing about Chest Flexor, doesn't only just beat you up, he also gets in your mind. We've seen that numerous times here, especially at the hands of Mambo Italiano.
Well, Chest Flexor is a brilliant strategist. He big knee DT right there on the Chest Flexor, and
did he just flex?
Well, it's Bro Force thing.
I guess.
But to go back and focus on Chest Flexor as Zack Rayne tags in Detective Hetfield. Chest Flexor is a brilliant strategist. You can tell he's read Art of War multiple times because not only does he attack you physically, he attacks you mentally and emotionally. He's very good at that.
You know what I've noticed, Tony, is the fact that Jameson and Flexor in that first match, they went straight after Mercer and Miles Monroe. And in this one, they're kind of taking their time, they're being very strategic in this one. It isn't just like an all-out, they don't want to hurt these. I don't know.
I don't think it's that. I think going all out against Mercer and Monroe was the strategy, and going slow and more methodical here is the strategy. You have to know who you're facing. They know that Bro Force is more of a tactitional. Now I said that word awfully, so I apologize to our fans. But they're more in-ring technical wrestlers, more tacticians in the ring. So you want to do that slow, methodical pace to find that opening. Mercer and Monroe are more balls to the wall, running right at a brick wall.
Ouch. Did you see the chop on that?
Well, they're testing it, and see right there. Chest flexor lulling Zack Rayne into a chop battle, and chest flexor had no qualms about poking him in the eyes right there because he didn't want to have a chest battle, not a chest battle, a chest battle. He wanted to have the advantage, and he got it with the eye poke.
And right now, if you look on the outside, as you can see, Body Up's out here looking at the competition.
Body Up's out here, so is Stevie LaBelle cheering on his Four Horsemen teammate, Jamie Jameson. So is...
Picks him up, look at that. Did you see the strength of Zack Rayne on that one? Wow.
Well, Zack Rayne is a champion for a reason, and Zack Rayne is an impressive specimen for a reason.
And now the Country Hammer has been tagged in, but wait a minute, the detective coming in to make a save here, but oh boy. Things are getting out of order here, and when it comes to 2PW, whenever we know out of order here, has him up. Oh, he was going for that power bomb into his own opponent again.
See, Zack Rayne, because that power move was effective in the triple threat match a few months ago, Zack Rayne, which was a member of that triple threat match versus Miles Monroe and Zeke Mercer, knew that move and was able to avoid it because he knew it was coming. Big headbutt by Detective Hetfield.
I was letting you call that. Your eyes widened when you saw him run. I mean, he was a running.
Well, he was running like a bull.
And right now, Flexor in trouble. Rayne and Hetfield have him up. Never thought I'd call Rayne and Hetfield, but oh my goodness. And now the detective and the White Rabbit in control of this thing.
Swinging knee to the face, double knees after a suplex hold.
And right now, here comes the Country Hammer. Sends him to the opposite corner. Here comes Rayne. Big kick to the face. And now the Country Hammer's down. Not even a 1 count. Hetfield trying to get that count on him, but no, it's going to take a lot more than that to defeat the Country Hammer. We've seen the Country Hammer go through some hell in his time.
Yeah, we've seen it, but I don't know if the strategy right now is to piss off the Country Hammer. You have to understand, that's a big headbutt right there. That might have worked. I know it shook both of them up, but it took Jami to his back.
I mean, that took a little bit out of Hetfield, but it took a lot out of the Hammer. Oh, only a 1 count.
Just a 1 count, and that's because Hetfield lost a little bit in the headbutt himself.
I mean, that drove him to 1 knee, but I mean, Hetfield able to bounce back from that.
Jami is the Country Hammer for a reason. You have to hit him and hit him hard, and probably the biggest thing to beat the Country Hammer is make sure he's sober before the match.
And Rayne and Hetfield keeping him in that corner there is brilliant tag team wrestling. I mean, keeping the Hammer away from his opponent like you would keep him away from the liquor cabinet. And right now, Rayne stumbling to that opposite corner. Oh, set with power. Here comes the Hammer, and oh, big boot by the White Rabbit. Zack Rayne, flying body press, 2 in, only a 2 count.
Now, Zack Rayne has stayed in amazing shape during this quarantine, and being able to be so athletic and so agility-based was able to lure Jamie Jameson to a false sense of security to catch him in the counter and then deliver the crossbody.
That's right, Zack Rayne, I mean, keeping in phenomenal shape over the quarantine. We've seen pictures, and right now has him. Jameson suplexing both of them.
As I say that, Jamie Jameson has also stayed in phenomenal shape, and he stayed in country shape, delivering blow after blow.
Good Lord, taking him, throws Zack Rayne out of the ring. He goes. And right now, here comes the Country Hammer off the rip. Wait, what? Freeze?
Book him, Dano. Book him, Dano.
That's that detective instinct right there. Does he really think that's a real gun, Tony? What the hell?
I don't want to know. This might have been excessive force.
Is this... Okay, wait a minute. Oh, there's 2 guns.
No, there's 2.
Okay.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Tad, put your fucking hands up.
They're up. Do they realize it? Okay. Maybe you knew something I don't.
How did he get two? How did he get two?
He probably prestige.
Is he really akimboing? What? One! 3! Down! I got it! That's it!
Okay, so let's break this down.
No, let's not. You know what? Let's not. Let's not break it down. The winners of this match. Okay,
Whiskey Dicks win, but like,
let's not break it down. Let's just.
You don't?
Let's let it sit. Let's let it
sure
sit.
about this?
Let's let it sit.
That was like a scene out of Red Dead
Just
Redemption.
let it sit.
Just
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa!
Put the gun down, chest. No, not to yourself. You never know, guy. Whoa!
Whoa! Chest, calm down.
Chest.
Calm down.
Chest.
Whoa.
No!
Hold on.
Whoa!
This is the post-fight press conference for Warhorse, Pat the Bruiser, and Crosshairs Kelly. I am joined by the Fight Council members, Bubba Brewer, Stacey Hunter, and Paul Atlas. But first, let's hear from Warhorse on another victory, this one over OSHA Incorporated.
Want to do the thing? Do the thing. Do the thing.
Crosshairs.
Bruiser. Ladies and gentlemen, 2-0, 2-0. We told you to pay attention. We told you we came here to prove that we are the best. OSHA, you throw as many violations our way as you want, because what you went through, man, it was tough for us, but you just couldn't get it done.
Couldn't get it done.
15 years. We beat 15 years of experience. And once again, this is just the beginning. Fight Underground, pay attention.
Let's get a question first from Paul Atlas.
All right, gentlemen, as we spoke about before, in your first victory, I had lofty expectations for you. You've seemed to somewhat rise to those again. Very good job, gentlemen, I must say. How do you plan on keeping this intensity up? Because it's only going to get harder as you go through the gauntlet.
Let's tell a quick story. We were trained in a gauntlet. We're prepared for this. We're gonna keep staying prepared. We want to face the best because to be the best, you gotta beat the best. So you line them up, as cliche once again as it sounds. We're here to make a statement.
Let's get the next question from Bubba Brewer.
Gentlemen, congratulations on being 2-0. But where do you see yourself after that, and who do you guys want to face?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter once again. It doesn't matter who you are. Line them up, knock them down. We want to face the best. How do we keep the intensity? How do we keep the intensity? It's the passion, it's the desire. We're here, and we're gonna stay here.
And let's wrap it up with a question from Stacey Hunter.
Okay, guys, I gotta say I'm pretty impressed after you going 2-0. But what happens if and when you do finally lose?
If it's not an option, there is no lose. We will overcome every obstacle that steps in our way, any means necessary. Let's get out of here.
Before you go, Warhorse, things going very well in the ring, and the Fight Council very impressed with you. They may be so impressed that they could bring in tag teams from all over the place and challenge you.
That is our goal. That is our goal. They can bring them in. We want the best. Bring them from the East Coast, bring them from the West Coast, bring them from the North, the South. It does not matter. We want the challenge. We need the challenge. And we will step